Germany inks first major gas deal with Qatar. At a time when Europe is looking for alternatives to Russian energy sources, Qatar on Tuesday announced its first significant deal to deliver liquefied natural gas to Germany. Saad Sherida Al-Kaabi, the energy minister for Qatar, stated that up to 2 million tons of gas would be shipped annually beginning in 2026 for a minimum of 15 years, and that state-run Qatar Energy was in talks with the biggest economy in Europe about other potential deals. Kaabi, who also serves as Qatar Energy's chief executive, claimed he did not have enough negotiators to handle the demand for natural gas from so many European and Asian nations. The new deal's negotiations dragged on for several months because Germany refused to sign the lengthy contracts that Qatar typically requires to support its large investment in the sector. Less than a month after Russia invaded Ukraine in March 2022, Germany's energy future appeared doubtful. Habeck, who was looking for new suppliers, traveled to Qatar to begin negotiations with one of the top players on the world market about more gas supply. Till Tuesday, the journey had not yielded any rewards, the 29th of November. Saad Al-Kaabi, CEO of Qatar Energy, stated at the press conference that the agreements mark the first ever long-term LNG supply agreements to Germany, with a supply period that continues for at least 15 years, thus contributing to Germany's long-term energy security. According to the agreement, ConocoPhillips would replace around 5% of Germany's previous Russian gas imports by injecting about 2.5 billion cubic meters (BCM) of Qatari gas into the German market each year. In 2026, deliveries are expected to start. Al-Kaabi stated that other German businesses are still in discussions with Qatar. The deal was welcomed by the German government. 15 years is fantastic, and things appear to be going pretty well. In addition, I wouldn't mind contracts that were 20 years or longer, Habeck stated at a business conference. One of the biggest LNG exporters in the world is Qatar. After Russia and Iran, the Emirate possesses the third largest gas reserves in the world. Off the coast of Iran, and Qatar is the largest gas field in the world. Most exports are sent to Asia, mainly to Japan, South Korea, and India so far. By 2027, Qatar intends to produce 126 million tons of LNG annually, a 60% increase in production. To unload liquid gas, Germany is constructing four temporary emergency floating LNG facilities. Permanent terminal work that was about to begin but was delayed by planning is finally moving forward, increasing Germany's capacity to diversify its energy supplies away from Russian pipelines. 2 million tons of liquid gas are equivalent to 30 terawatt-hours, TWh, or 3% of the energy used in Germany each year. Before the war in Ukraine, only Russia supplied around 500 TWh of gas annually. Germany's primary reliance prior to Russia's invasion of Ukraine was on gas pipeline flows from Russia and Norway. Currently, LNG importation capacity is being accelerated. Pressure on the German government to discover new sources rose after Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February. And the most recent agreement won't help the nation survive the impending winter. ConocoPhillips, a longtime partner of Qatar Energy, will purchase the gas, which will be sent to a brand new terminal that Germany is rushing to complete in Brunsbüttel. Last Monday, Qatar announced a 27-year deal to send 4 million tons of cargo to China annually. It claimed that this was the industry's longest contract ever reached. Officials from Qatar declined to comment on rates, but according to industry analysts, Germany will pay more due to the shorter contract and the hasty start to delivery. Kaabi stressed the sizable expenditures his nation has made in gas extraction to provide the rest of the world once more. However, he added that Qatar was attempting to enhance the volumes being sent by entering into negotiations with German businesses. The North Field East and North Field South projects, which Qatar is building alongside ConocoPhillips and other global energy companies, will provide the gas. The largest natural gas reserves in the world are found in North Field, which extends under the Gulf into Iranian territory. Germany will likely experience energy shortages this winter and possibly the winter after because Qatar's gas won't arrive in time. Germany currently has high confidence that it won't have power outages this winter, but it has lower confidence that it will have enough reserves to do so in 2023 to 2024. A significant corporate acquisition is being financed by the Emirates Sovereign Wealth Fund using a RWE convertible bond. As a result, Qatar will possess 9% of the shares in RWE, the massive energy company based in Essen, making it the largest shareholder. Germany's ambition to achieve its carbon-neutral goals, including doing so in 2045, 4 years after the Qatar contract is set to expire, is evidenced by the comparatively small size of the contract. Qatar plans to raise its production by 60% by 2027 with North Field construction. According to recent reports from official media, the value of its exports has nearly doubled in the last year due to increases in global pricing. China, Japan, and South Korea have been Qatar's main export markets for gas, but since Russian aggression against Ukraine put supply in doubt, European nations have turned their attention to the region. Speaking on the scarcity of gas coming in the next several years, Kabi added, there are extremely intense discussions with European purchasers and with Asian buyers. There are not enough teams available to collaborate with everyone and meet all the requests being made by the different nations. Energy shortages are predicted to persist for the foreseeable future, thus Germany is moving quickly, some might argue too quickly given the price volatility, to close the energy gap. At Wilhelmshaven on the North Sea coast, the nation's first floating LNG import terminal was recently opened, and more will follow. By 2027, Qatar's domestic LNG production is expected to increase from its present level of 77 million TEU to 126 million TEU thanks to the growth of its gas field. Kabi claimed that the agreement with Sinopec demonstrated this. Asian consumers are under pressure to close long-term arrangements. We are, in my opinion, in a good situation. German energy providers Uniper and RWE received their supply via the Brunsbüttel terminal, and Economy and Energy Minister Robert Habeck stated that the two businesses had to buy on the world market. It is obvious that there are various suppliers on the global market, and it is wise for the businesses to purchase the most advantageous offers for the consumers on the global market, and that includes Qatar, he stated. The agreement, according to Bill Farren-Price, head of macro oil and gas analysis at energy data analytics company Enverus, highlights Qatar's important role in supplying Russia with the extra gas it needs. This deal, like the Sinopec one a few days ago, illustrates exactly how vital Qatari LNG will be in rebuilding European energy security, he said. Qatar is the target of Western criticism over its staging of the World Cup. Thanks for watching. If you like our video, then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable videos.